And we are live. And we are here to talk CONCACAF Matchday 13 predictions. Okay, so I didn't make any predictions for Matchday 12, but I'm going to make it a priority to actually do day 13. I almost didn't do it, man. You know what I'm saying? I fell asleep and I had to wake up. I'd be like, whoa, let me get this thing done because it's crunch time, man. It's crunch time. Tomorrow, Sunday, the 27th, is crunch time. Match day 13. This is what the table looks like right now in CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. We still do have 5 teams alive while 3 teams have already been eliminated. Salvador, Jamaica, and Honduras. While Panama, Costa Rica, Mexico, USA, and Canada, who's guaranteed a playoff spot, are still pretty much alive. It's been a hectic day. But I got some rest. And I'm here. How's everybody in here doing, man? If you're watching a replay, big up to you as well. Let's talk our favorite confederation, CONCACAF. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll up to the matches that we have coming up tomorrow. And we have 4 games, of course. Canada will host Jamaica. El Salvador will host Costa Rica. The USA and Panama will play in a high-stakes clash, while for Honduras, they host Mexico. I pretty much made up my mind in terms of the predictions here. I think match day 13 might be one of the easiest to predict. Or I might be wrong because sometimes we think football matches are very predictable, and then on the day, it's not the case. It's not the case at all. Like, we should learn something from the Italy at home versus North Macedonia. We should learn something from that. And from a few games in the past as well. Quite a lot of games in the past. So I'm going to let you know who I think's going to win, lose, or draw in these 4 upcoming matches. Before I do, big up to everybody watching the stream right about now. We got El Don Transfers, Bethel Kebede, the Lego Dude, Elijah Lawson, Dr. Negative. We got DD. Who else we got in here? Big up to everybody, man. Make sure you guys like the video. Lego Dude says, somehow I just had the feeling before the game started that North Macedonia would beat Italy. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk CONCACAF, and if we have time, we're going to, touch on the other confederations, of course. And we had a lot of international friendlies that I didn't even know was going on. A lot of weird international friendlies too, though. So I would like to take a look at those. I don't know how I'm going to find all the matches together, but, some pretty interesting matchups, man. I even saw international friendly between Andorra and St. Kitts and Nevis. I was like, God damn. Well done, St. Kitts and Nevis, to actually pull off a friendly like that. And if they could play more minnows around the world, they would surely improve. Remember, St. Kitts and Nevis were a match, basically 2 matches away, 180 minutes away from qualifying for the octagonal, but they got beaten by El Salvador. So, yeah, Barack Obama said, did you hear what the Honduras player said? No, I didn't. What did he say? Let me know. Enrique Albavera, I said, honestly, part of me wanted Canada to directly qualify in this match. It would be nice to celebrate with their people. Yes, indeed. They will be at home, and it will be indeed nice to qualify on home soil. And they have a really good chance of doing so coming up against Jamaica. So what's up, Dom? 1 a.m. in the morning here. Where you located, in Europe? Gotta be in Europe, man. Gotta be in Europe. Big up to Mr. Moore. Big up to Hot Chili. Hope Canada does qualify in this match, but they are more likely will. Dark Horse in the house. Yeah. All right, so let's get into these matches, guys, and let's do this because I got my little boy here on my lap sleeping, and if he wakes up, man, all hell's gonna break loose. So let's start with the game. Let's start with all the games are very important because you have Canada, Costa Rica, Panama, the USA, and Mexico. You know what I'm saying? They all, playing in high stakes games here. So it's not like if we have a Jamaica versus Honduras or anything here right now. So all the games are very important. Let's start with the match Canada versus Jamaica. So Canada versus Jamaica here. So as you guys know, Canada are on top of the table with 25 points. They lost their last game on the road to Costa Rica, 1-0. And that was their first loss of the whole qualifying campaign. So they had done pretty well up until then. But of course, they suffered the setback of Alfonso Davies with his heart problem. And then we had Mark Anthony Kay getting sent off. And Canada's luck just deserted them on the day because they created the better chances but just couldn't score. So for Canada, the last time they played Jamaica was in Jamaica. The game ended in a 0-0 draw. I'm not going to get too deep into history or anything right about now. The previous game is enough, I think. But Canada have not found themselves in a position like this in a very long time to qualify for the World Cup. And as for Jamaica, they would have actually expected to be in a better position at this point in time of World Cup qualifiers, but they find themselves eliminated on 8 points with a solitary win all World Cup qualifiers, which came against Honduras. For them, their last game was a positive result, 1-1 draw on home soil against El Salvador. They would have feel like they should have won that game, but still a step in the right direction under Paul Hall. So John Herdman's Canada versus Paul Hall's Jamaica here. Could Jamaica travel to Canada and get something out of this match? This is going to be a very, very, very difficult task for Jamaica. Let me just put it out there right now. It's going to be very, very, very difficult because Canada on home soil, they have been very, 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 very formidable. Very formidable. And you're talking about 2-0 against the USA. You talk about 2-1 against Mexico, 1-0 against Costa Rica, 4-1 against Panama, 3-0 against El Salvador. The only game at home that they failed to win was the game against Honduras, the first home match, where I think they were a bit circumspect in that match and they showed Honduras a little bit too much respect. But since then, they've been disrespecting every single team. This Canadian lineup, man, the squad is very good. It is very good. A lot of quality players in the lineup, hence the reason why they find themselves in this position. You talk Jonathan David, Tajon Buchanan, Stephen Estacio, all talismanic type player. You have Jonathan Osorio, providing that solid, solidity in the midfield. You have the veteran Atiba Hutchinson. And you have the live wires on the wings in Sam Adekudbe. You have Richie Larea, Alistair Johnson, Alfonso Davies not involved right now. Kamal Miller at the back. Milan Boyan in goal. I'm just trying to remember all the players right now that have really stepped up for Canada. And not to forget the big man at the back as well. And that's the name I'm actually looking for. You see, when you're looking for names, they tend to desert you. And what's his name again? Jesus, man. You know when you need the names, they never come. They never come. But Steven Vittoria. That's the name I'm looking for. He's done very, very well at the back there. Mark Anthony K has played well, but last game kind of disappointing to say the least. But overall, the team, Kyle Lauren up top, not to forget him. Overall, the team, have definitely impressed. Look at where they're at in the table. They're at the top of the table. No one would have predicted Canada. Canada, guys. Canada to be on top of the table. And I think they're going into this game against Jamaica, who's down towards the bottom of the table, scraping the floor, the more confident of the two teams. And could Jamaica get something from this game? Yes, it's possible. It is indeed possible. But what we saw from Jamaica throughout World Cup qualifiers, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. They have introduced a few new players in the team, likes of Richard King at the back, the youngster by the name of Daniel Green. There's Greg Lay, Javane Brown holding down the right back spot. They've been experimenting a bit with the lineup as well, which is not a negative thing, seeing that they have not qualified. They have been knocked out already, so they're looking towards the future. And nothing's wrong with that at all. But could the likes of Leon Bailey, Andre Gray, Ravel Morrison, Speedy Williams, and co. rally to make Canada's quest to qualify for Qatar a bit more difficult with a shock win maybe? Guys, I don't see this happening. I don't see this happening. Canada with a draw would pretty much qualify. A draw would be good enough. And in terms of the scenario here, for Canada, a win versus Jamaica would definitely clinch a spot. Playoffs secured. And they have done enough. They have done enough to qualify for the World Cup already, I think. You're not going to not make the World Cup from this stage. They'll qualify. They'll qualify by winning this game, in my opinion. Jamaica have a goal in them? Maybe. But I think Canada's going to win this game 2-0. 2-0, I'm calling it. I think Tajon Buchanan is going to be a little bit too hard to handle. Jonathan David and co. These guys are going to be a bit too much for Jamaica. I know on home soil, Jamaica held Canada, but I think Canada went into that match with the mentality of just not losing the game. See what I'm saying? Just don't lose the game. And I think that's how they approach their away matches. So they will go into this, don't lose. They got a full squad available, with the exception being Anthony K, who's suspended. Alphonso Davies, of course. But for the most part, full squad. Steven Vittoria could come back in. And we may see maybe Liam Miller from the start. He's done a good job. So who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows what we're going to see in this game versus Jamaica. In the last game, Sam Adu Kudbe wasn't involved. And I don't know the reasons behind that, but he has been good for them at right left back. So I think with Richie Larea playing left back, it kind of throw them off a bit. I'd rather see Richie Larea at right back, and it could be at left back. So this Canadian team is super exciting, man. Super exciting. And I don't see Jamaica getting the better of them. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Paul Hall's Jamaica to suffer yet another loss. And, just to highlight a very sad World Cup qualifying campaign. So Canada 2, Jamaica 0, my prediction here. Anything else to add, guys? Let me know in the chat. We'll definitely appreciate it. So Didi is saying Canada is guaranteed in the worst case scenario of playing the playoff match against New Zealand, likely opponent. Facts, facts, facts. Let me see. Didi, Jamaica is perfectly capable of winning, but hopefully Canada pulls through. Once again, if Canada draws or loses, there are too many possibilities of rival teams screwing up somewhere. Yes, but the thing is, with the situation right now with the table, let's go back and look at the table, right? Let's look at the table. Let's just go back and look at the table. Let's pull up the table really quick. Final round. Let's scroll all the way down to the bottom here and take a look at the table. Look, Costa Rica could only get a maximum of 25 points, right? Panama could only get a maximum of 24 points, right? So that leaves Canada, a draw would do the job. A draw. Jamaica's not beating Canada. I could put money on this one. I'm not gonna put any money on it, but if I was to put money on it, yeah, I'll put money on it. Canada will qualify for the World Cup tomorrow. Celebration. So you know what I mean. Get the champagne ready. Get the fireworks ready. Get ready to party because Canada will book themselves a spot in Qatar 2022 tomorrow versus Jamaica. It's the first game tomorrow, 4 p.m. local time. And congratulations to Canada in advance. Let me just put it out there. Hard luck, Jamaica. It has been a sad World Cup qualifying campaign. So, with that being said, guys, let me see who else saying anything in the chat. Go and can you review the friendlies? I haven't watched any friendlies, guys, but I would like to take a look at what happened in the friendlies, though. Kalol, bonsoir to you. Gavids, Dominic, are you surprised with El Salvador's performance in the octagonal? I know they're out, but they were competitive in my opinion. I'm not surprised after I think they had a decent Gold Cup, so they pretty much did what they had to do. So let me see, Mr. Tedros, what's up, Dom? As a Canada supporter and proud Canadian, I was disappointed for the first time in our CONCACAF qualifying when we lost to Costa Rica. A point in the game versus Jamaica, and I will be ecstatic. The thing about it, the loss was destined to happen, and it came against Costa Rica. It didn't come at a bad time, simply because Canada find themselves in a very good position right now. And even if let's say they don't get another point in World Cup qualifiers, I fancy Canada against New Zealand if they come in fourth. You see what I'm saying? So I think Canada will be okay, man. They will be okay. So let me see what else you guys are saying. Bethel, 3-1 to Canada. Any more predictions? Let me see. Pachara, Dom, do you see Portugal losing to North Macedonia? It's within the realms of possibility. Could happen. Definitely. I could see that happening. I could see it happening. Big up to Mr. Topu in the house. Barack Obama. Everybody in here, man. Big up to y'all. We're going to move on to the next game. So Canada 2, Jamaica 0. My first prediction there. For both teams, Jamaica will finish off things against Honduras, while Canada will travel away to Panama, who may or may not be playing for a playoff spot by then. Let's see. Let's see what happens. So, yeah, let's move on to the next game. El Salvador versus Costa Rica. So El Salvador, guys, we know already eliminated. I think they have done a very, very good job in World Cup qualifiers. Hugo Perez and his boys, perform valiantly. Their recruitment, have been very, very good in terms of finding players in the diaspora to represent El Salvador. And this El Salvador team looks like one that could actually challenge for one of those 3 direct spots in 2026. And they won't have Mexico, Canada, or the USA to deal with. So you could imagine, you put El Salvador up against the likes of Jamaica, Costa Rica, Honduras, Panama, Curacao, St. Kitts and Nevis, Trinidad, Haiti, and co. Not St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I think they'll compete very, very, very. They'll compete in 2026, and they got to look at that as a period where they could make it back to the World Cup, because they have qualified for the World Cup before. So in their previous game, a good result in Jamaica, 1-1 draw. They would have wanted to win the game because that draw meant that the World Cup qualifying campaign was over, basically. And they would have been disappointed in that draw. But it's a good result. It's a really, really good result. For them, the last time they actually played against Costa Rica, let me just locate that game really, really quick. Costa Rica won it 2-1. And in that game, Jairo Henriquez scored in the 12th minute. They opened the scoring. But Brian Ruiz and Celso Bojes, won the game for Costa Rica. Could El Salvador stop Costa Rica's charge right now in qualifying for the World Cup? Do they have it in them? They will be at home, and they have performed well at home. They have performed really, really well. And some of the better games have been on home soil. And you talk a 1-1 against Jamaica. They would feel like they should have won that game, but still a good result. They did lose to Canada at home in their last home match, which is not a bad thing because Canada, they have been playing well. But the draw against Jamaica, you go back to the win against Panama, positive, really, really good result. A 0-0 draw against Honduras, a 0-0 draw against the USA as well comes to mind. So they have picked up some good results on home soil. Do they have it in them to stop this Costa Rican team, this charge that they're on right about now? Because Costa Rica have not been conceding goals. They haven't been scoring a lot, but they have been getting the crucial goal to pick up some big points. Do El Salvador have it in them to just go all out, even though they have been knocked out? Do they still have it in them to go out there and fight, even though they have nothing to play for in the octagonal right now? Nothing but pride, nothing but bragging rights. Do they have it in them? Of course they do. Of course they do. I'm not going to say they don't. Of course they do have it in them. But the position that Costa Rica find themselves in right now, it will be hard. It will be very difficult to defeat Costa Rica. Very, very, very difficult. It will be very, very, very difficult. And things are looking really good for the Ticos. Really, really good. The last time they did lose a game was that loss to Canada. They actually lost back-to-back games to the USA and Canada on the road, and that was a big wake-up call. Huge, huge wake-up call. Costa Rica right now got 19 points, right? And in their last In their let you know how good they've been playing. In their last 5 games, Costa Rica have picked up 13 points. 13 in their last 5 games. Which means in their first 7 games, they only had 7 points. Well, 6 points. 6 points in their first 7 games. It wasn't looking good for them, but they have done a 360. And credit goes to Luis Fernando Suarez. Credit goes to the veterans in Francisco Calvo, Celso Boas, Brian Ruiz, Joel Campbell, and of course, no other than the rock, the wall in goal, Keylor Navas. Costa Rica is not losing this game. They're not losing this game. The game is too important. They're not. They got things figured out. They're focused. I don't think El Salvador is gonna breach that defense, especially with Keylor in goal. I could see Costa Rica winning this one 2-0. 2-0 as well. I'm going for another 2-0 prediction. El Salvador will offer a bit of threat, of course. They ain't got nothing to play for, so they'll definitely go out there and take the game to Costa Rica. And I think that could be the Achilles heel. Joel Campbell has looked really, really good. He's playing some of his best football. You're talking about 2014 World Cup Joel Campbell, you know what I mean? Kesha Fuller, Kendall Waston, all these guys look very, very determined on the field. So Costa Rica, with this win, would definitely put some big pressure on the likes of the USA and Mexico if those teams fail to win their games. Note I said fail to win their games, because a USA draw or a Mexico draw would put Costa Rica right back into contention of qualifying directly. So Costa Rica, in my opinion, will go up to 22 points here. Mexico and the USA are currently on 22 points, so a draw will take both teams up to 23. They don't want that. Ideally, the USA would want to win their game against Panama, and the Mexico would want to win their game against Honduras to keep that goal difference high above Costa Rica's goal difference. That would actually go up to a +4 with a 2-0 win. Mexico currently got a +6. USA do have a +9. So a win would take, especially for the USA, would mean even with a loss against Costa Rica on the final match day, they would finish above Costa Rica. So it's imperative that the USA win their game. A win for the USA would actually guarantee them a place at Qatar 2022. Basically. Mexico, pretty much the same. Costa Rica may or may not have to settle for the playoff. And I think they'll take that. Seeing where they were at early on, they'll take it. They'll take it. So, 2-0. And I'd like to take the time to big up to the boy, Steve, Strasbourg Steve. It's been a long time, bro. It's been a long time. My mind running you from time to time. I know you've been missing with the whole Newcastle situation there. $50. God damn. Bro, you've outdone yourself. Hey, down, my bro. I missed you. Sorry for my absence. I've been very, very busy lately. I know we all been busy, man. 2022 is no joke. We all thought it was going to be easier in 2022. Not the case. Not the case. But thank you very much for the support, though. I really, really appreciate that, man. That's a big boost. Big boost to things on the channel in terms of financially. Because this month, definitely a slow month. I haven't really put out a lot of content this month. And, the more content, the better you do. So thank you very much, Steve. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So I wish everybody else in here could follow suit. Drop $50, everybody, and 50 by 50. We'll make what 50 by 50 is what 22,500 or so. Am I right? Am I right with my math? God damn, I'll be rich. Anyways, big up to you, Steve, and congratulations to Newcastle on picking up all those points and putting themselves in a very, very good position to survive with all the money that they got going into the next season. So, big up to Mr. Yan in the house. Mexico ain't losing to Honduras. Irvin Vita in the house as well. And big enough goal difference. What else do you say? But if Costa Rica wants a direct spot, they need a 9-point window. Yeah, they do need to beat the USA. They do need to pick up, 9 points with a lot of goals scored. You see what I'm saying? And hope the USA flunks out against Panama. See what I'm saying? So, yeah. Didi said El Salvador could possibly draw Costa Rica. Yeah, but I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening at all. So we're going to keep things going. We're going to keep things rolling. Thanks again, Steve, for dropping that $50 super chat. I guess you're making up for the absence in 2022. Guess that's for my birthday, right? Thank you very much, man. Do appreciate it. Guys, we're going to keep it moving. We still do have 2 games to talk about. And every time I go back, I always get a reminder that Cuba beats St. Vincent. And if I scroll up, there's going to be more. That Guatemala beats St. Vincent 10-0 as well. Like, come on, man. FIFA, you ain't need to do me like that. You ain't need to do me like that. But that's a positive there. St. Vincent beating the British Virgin Islands. Positive stuff there. So let us scroll up and let's go back. Curacao beat St. Vincent 5-0. God damn, St. Vincent, you got hammered. You got hammered during this World Cup qualifying preliminary rounds. So let's scroll back down to the bottom and we're going to move on to the next game. And that game is USA versus Panama. Guys, could you remember when the USA traveled to Panama? They lost the game. I don't know what Greg Berhalter was thinking, but Panama won the match a 1-0. Anibal Godoy, who has played a lot of his career in the MLS, scored the only goal in the 54th minute. Look, in this game, I don't know what kind of lineup Greg Berhalter put out, but you had the likes of George Bello, Walker Zimmerman, Mark McKenzie, and Shaq Moore in the back. Yunus Musa, Sebastian Lletget, Kellen Acosta in the midfield, Weah Zardes, and Paul Arriola. Of course you're going to lose. Of course you're going to lose. You know what I'm saying? Of course. You're going to lose the game. That's exactly what happened. Does Thomas Christensen and Panama got it in them to pull off a win here? This is a must-win game. Because a point for Panama and a Costa Rica win against El Salvador means that Panama pretty much eliminated. Pretty much. A point would take them up to 19, right? Point would take them up to 19. And they would need to win big against Canada and hope the USA smash Costa Rica to pieces as well. If Costa Rica... Panama is still alive. They're still alive. I might be getting my permutations there mixed up, but Panama is still alive. But a loss would definitely eliminate them with a Costa Rica win against El Salvador. That is the most simple permutation I could give you. Don't want to complicate things too much. Because a draw and a Costa Rica draw or a Mexico draw or... Not a Mexico draw. A Mexico loss or USA, USA play Panama. But, those situations could actually keep Panama alive. They can't catch Canada, but they still got it in them to catch the other teams. So they're still very much alive. I think Panama ought to be blamed here for their own situation. Because in the last game against Honduras, they could have won that game. They could have won that game. They had the lead, give up the lead, and 3 points would have put them ahead of Costa Rica currently. They would have been on 20 points and they would have been pretty much in a good position to get something against USA and Canada. They have the most difficult fixtures as well against the USA and Canada. But when you're back against the wall, you could pull off anything. You could work wonders. But I think the inconsistency have been their downfall so far. The 1-1 draw against Honduras, they barely narrowly lost to Mexico 0-0. They did beat Jamaica 3-2, but lost to Costa Rica 0-0. They did beat El Salvador after the loss earlier against El Salvador. Bounced back from behind 2-0 down against Honduras. So they have been up and down, man. Win one, lose one, draw one. Win one, lose one, draw one type team. See what I'm saying? And I think that would actually hamper their chances of making it to back-to-back World Cups where they did qualify for the first time in 2018 under Hernan Dario Gomez. They came to the preliminaries. It has been a long, arduous World Cup qualifying campaign for Los Canaleros. And it is absolutely imperative that they go to the USA and win the game. At least a draw. But ideally, win the game. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for them. It's really, really going to be hard. But they've won against the USA already, and they would look to that game for inspiration. They would believe that they could win. They actually due a win after the loss to Mexico in the draw against Honduras. But when you think about it, if they draw against Honduras, you know what I'm saying? Are they going to be able to go away to the USA and pull off a win after how well the USA did against Mexico and how well the USA themselves have been playing? 0-0 against Mexico, 3-0 win against Honduras. They did lose to Canada, which is one of their, negative results lately. But beat El Salvador. A 1-1 draw against Jamaica was not a good result either. But they got some good results. 2-0 win against Mexico, the 2-1 win against Costa Rica at home. So at home, the USA have definitely been really, really good. You're talking about 3-0 versus Honduras, 1-0 against El Salvador, 2-0 against Mexico, 2-1 against Costa Rica, 2-0 against Jamaica, a 1-1 draw against table toppers Canada. And these are very, very good results. So the USA yet to lose at home and have only drawn one game. So the seventh match at home, pretty much, it's looking like the USA are going to pick up a positive result here. A draw won't be a good thing, because a draw means with a Costa Rica win, the USA playing Costa Rica in Costa Rica would only be 1 point ahead of them going into that game, and you don't want that situation at all. You really don't want it. You really don't want it. And the USA would have wanted to find themselves in a better position, seeing that they missed the last World Cup. They would have really wanted to be, let's say, around 24 points right now, with a draw being, a good result to get them there. The USA, I think, at least would get a playoff spot. At least. But they got to get something against Panama. They have to. if they get something against Panama, they are guaranteed at least a playoff spot. And I trust that Greg Berhalter and his boys will get something against Panama. And I think if the USA does come up against New Zealand in a playoff match, which will be one-off as well, I think they have it in them to win that game. I do think, anything could happen, but the USA, they should be okay, barring a calamitous performance. It will be crazy. It will be crazy if the USA pulls off an Italy. But I don't think they will, though. I don't think they will. I really don't think they will. I think they win this game. I think they would. And I think they'll scrap to a 1-0 win in this game on home soil. Greg Berhalter has to get his selection right. And he has a conundrum on his hands. No Weston McKennie, no Sergino Dest, no DeAndre Yedlin suspended, and no Tim Weah. So if you really look around the squad, he got players that he could call on. I just don't want to see a lineup with the likes of the type of players he fielded in Panama. You see what I'm saying? And if you go through the list right now, because when you play back-to-back games, managers tend to rotate. They really tend to rotate. And you have the likes of Paul Arriola, Christian Roldan on the bench. I'm just Jordan Morris. You feel me? George Bello is on the bench. I'm just hoping James Sands, Jesus Ferreira. I'm just hoping that this guy don't play these guys. Seriously, I'm just hoping that he don't rotate and bring these guys in like all at once. I would like to see Jordan Sibichu up top in place of Pepe. Pepe, I don't know, man. I don't know. He has lost the pep in his step. Pulisic, Sibichu, with Weah out. You could bring in let me see. He might be tempted to bring in Jesus Ferreira or a Paul Arriola. He may be tempted. I think, but I would love to see Giovanni Reina. Gio Reyna. So, Pulisic, Reina, Sibichu leading the lines. The midfield, Musa, Kellen Acosta, Tyler Adams. See, Tyler Adams went off. Don't know if he's doubtful for this game, but Luca De La Torre featured in a recent game, and he looked good. They surely do have the quality. I do think so. I just don't want to see a MLS heavy team. Seriously. I really don't want to see that. Anthony Robinson and Miles Robinson should play this game. And Zimmerman, he have definitely been solid. Who's going to come in at right back? That's the question. Who's going to come in at right back? Let's see where he'll go in terms of that. Let's see. Because where there's usually a lot of right backs and left backs in the squad, I don't see that. I don't see that in the last lineup on the bench. I don't see that. Zach Steffen in goal should retain his place. Are we gonna see maybe Tyler Adams, Kellen Acosta right back? I don't know. But whatever the USA does, they cannot lose the game. They really can't. As for Panama, they were missing Eric Davis in the last game, and I was doing a bit of research on Eric Davis to see why he didn't feature, and I couldn't find anything. But he definitely was a big miss because, oh my God, man. Listen, man, the delivery and the distribution from Eric Davis is just freaking Andy Robertson type, not to the level, but still. The man is quality left foot he got on him there. And Panama do have the quality in their team. They have the experience from the last World Cup in the likes of Fidel Escobar, Anibal Godoy, and Jose Luis Rodriguez, Edgar Bárcenas, and these guys have been around. And they do certainly have the determination and the quality to pull off something in this game like they did in the first leg. But I don't think they're going to do so. I can see the USA shithousing themselves to a 1-0 win. Maybe an early goal and defending for their lives for the rest of the game. So the USA 1, Panama 0, and with a win, the USA will pretty much guarantee themselves a place at Qatar 2022 because they'll go up to 25 points. I know these predictions are like very, maybe boring to you. Like you might be saying, Dom, just predict Panama to win and throw the whole thing into disarray. You know what I mean? You feel me? Put the USA on alert. You see what I mean? So I don't think that's going to happen though. Like Dom, predict Jamaica to win. Predict Jamaica to... Nah, I don't think that's going to happen either. You know what I mean? So to keep it real, we might see a twist or two. But I don't know, man. The last match, they wasn't so exciting. Teams are very circumspect and cautious right now. So I don't think we're going to see any crazy results. So for the USA, 25 points with a plus 10 goal difference. With Costa Rica being a plus 2 goal difference and a big win, they would need two big wins in their final 2 games. They would need to improve their goal difference by about 8 plus 8 to catch the USA. It ain't happening. Costa Rica does not score a lot of goals. The USA should clinch. Pretty much. Not mathematically, but, well, according to other results, they could mathematically clinch, but I think they'll be good. I think the USA would go up to 25 points here. And that's my prediction. 1-0 versus Panama. So I think I spent a very, very long time on that one, and we are going to finish things off by talking about the final game, and that'll be Mexico, Honduras. So let's just pull that game up. I'll look at the chat in a minute. But big up to everybody watching this right about now. I usually do these previews for CONCACAF like by myself. I don't do it live. But I chose to do it live today because I wanted you guys to participate. So I'm going to just get down back to the fixtures and then I'll hit the comments to see what you guys are actually saying right about now. Because without you guys, the channel ain't nothing, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, let me see what I missed here. Let me see. All right. So, big up to Demir. How are you doing, Demir? Honduras is at home, but I think Mexico will win since Honduras has been pretty poor throughout qualifying. Great point. Irvin Vida, Taylor Twellman doing another rant would be fun. The night in Cuba, man. -2 degrees Celsius isn't too bad. Jamaica will find form from weather perspective. Is it still cold in Canada? Is it still cold in Canada, though? So big up to Mr. Yarn for becoming a member of the channel. I do appreciate that. Look, I've been doing this for 5 years, Mr. Yarn, and I've slowed down a bit in March, but expect content to keep coming throughout the rest of the year, man. I have big plans for the channel, but life happens, you know what I'm saying? I got kids, you know what I mean? I got a wife, I got a career outside of this YouTube thing, so it's, it's pretty hectic. It gets real. So Alistair Jefferson, it's not cold in Canada, I live here. Yeah, it can't be cold. It should be springtime. You know what I'm saying? It should be springtime. So big up to Kareem and George in the house. LFC a delight. Yes, I heard it's cold tomorrow. Back to midwinter. Like only tomorrow? Let me see something, man. Weather in Canada. Weather in Canada right now. It's actually 36 degrees in Canada right now, man. And tomorrow will be a low of about 15 degrees. So it's not gonna, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna be so bad. But for Jamaicans, that will be real cold. You know what I'm saying? That will be very cold. That'd be like going up in the Blue Mountains type cold, you know? So, So, let's pretty much land the plane. But wait, before we do, let me see what you guys are saying. Mr. Yarn is saying, I got a wife, a kid, and a career too, man. So I get it. I got 3 kids, bro. I got 3 kids. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. So for all you guys who are still single, no kids, no girlfriend, listen, cherish it. Cherish it because things change. You can't do as you please when you have kids. You know, if I didn't have any kids or a wife, man, listen, every month I would have been in England watching a Premier League game. Every month. You see what I'm saying? I could do what I want. I could go to Vietnam if I want. China. You see what I'm saying? I could do whatever I want. Go to Australia. Anytime. You got a wife, you can't do that, man. She say, hey, man, you got a woman in Australia? Where you going? Why are you going to Australia? Why you go to England so often? Is something? What's going on? You're sus, Dom. You're sus. Yeah. So, what else are you guys saying, man? Pacharo, Dom, would you freak out if St. Vincent qualify for a World Cup? Of course. Of course, man. My in-law swears Canada is the coldest place on earth. It's cold, bro. It gets cold. It gets cold. You know what I'm saying? Didi is saying, got young family like yourself, Dom. Totally agree with family comments. My life is totally different now. Yeah, man. Yeah, it is crazy, man. It is crazy, man. I'm telling you. Call of Century in the house. How are you doing? Like that scene from Cool Runnings. Okay, Jamaicans are in trouble. Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody in here right about now. You guys are the real deal. Make sure you like up the video as we land the plane and go into the final match. Honduras versus Mexico. So, Honduras have been very poor. Very, very poor. No wins in World Cup qualifying so far. And in terms of their last game, a positive result, a 1-1 draw against Panama. But the game against Mexico back in October of 2021 saw them lose 3-0 and Mino Figueroa sent off. I didn't even see Mino Figueroa in the last game against Panama, so it seems like they might be moving on from Mino Figueroa, or he might be injured right now, because at 38 years old, you do get some very strange injuries. I could attest for that at 35 years old, where recently my index finger just started hurting for no reason. No reason at all. No reason for a couple of weeks, but it has got better. It had just got better, and I'm happy about that, because for a second I thought that I was going to lose, feeling and strength in my index finger going forward. Yeah, I'm getting old, man. Ramel Quioto was the captain in the last game, and they have, brought in a lot of new faces, just trying to look towards the future. And they're doing the right thing, because it has been poor. It's been a poor World Cup qualifying campaign. probably the worst one for Honduras in a long time. I expected better from Honduras. The last time around, they made it to the playoffs where they met Australia. Did not beat Australia, but at least with the Honduras are that type of team that, they compete, man. You see what I'm saying? They do compete, and I don't know what happened to Honduras this time around. They last made it to the World Cup in 2014. Okay, 2014. They have World Cup pedigree. And I don't know what happened, man, this time around. Fabian Coito sacked. Hernan Dario Gomez brought in. No difference. None at all. So, like to take the time to big up to Bone 6000. Dropping the Canadian $6.99 super chat. Thanks for the preview, Dom. I'll be at the Canada game tomorrow. Let's do it. All the best, bro, and enjoy it to the fullest. That's going to be a great moment for you guys. You guys are going to qualify. You guys will qualify, and you'll be there to see it happen. You'll tell your kids and your grandkids and your great-grands, one day I was there. So congratulations in advance. But yeah, Honduras have fallen off, man. Big time. I expected a lot better from them. And Mr. Yan is saying, I think at best Honduras draw this game against Mexico with home field advantage and the altitude. But you see, the thing is, Mexico are used to playing at altitude. And the thing is, Honduras at home, they have not been that great. See what I'm saying? They lost at home to El Salvador. See what I'm saying? Lost at home to Canada. Lost at home to Panama. Lost at home to Jamaica. They drew at home to Costa Rica. And they lost at home to the USA after taking the lead in the game. Their home form, horrendous. And as much as Mexico have not been playing at their best, 0-0 in the last game, but they did beat Honduras the previous match. Mexico are going to have a field day here. They are going to have a field day. The only thing I'm concerned with about this Mexican team, their backline just keeps changing all the time. That's why Memo Ochoa has been so busy during World Cup qualifiers. And they're not scoring enough goals either. But against Honduras, you could bet that they will have a feast. With the experimental 11 that Honduras have been putting out, Mexico's winning this game 3-0. 3-0 for Mexico. This game in Honduras, it doesn't matter. Raul Jimenez, maybe an Alexis Vega, if he gets an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a Chucky Lozano. Oh, Chucky Lozano. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they got some firepower that could definitely hurt this Honduran team on the day. Or would Mexico rotate? Would they rotate and mess it up? I would like to see Diego Lainez, very, very exciting player. I wish Mexico would play him more. But, yeah, man, I can't see Honduras pulling off any kind of upset or getting even a draw in this game on home soil. And they may actually go the entire World Cup qualifying campaign without a win. I'm going to go as far and say that. They may go without a win. Final game is against Jamaica in Jamaica. It's going to be hard to beat Jamaica in Jamaica. The USA didn't do it. Canada didn't do it. You see what I'm saying? El Salvador didn't do it. Mexico, I think, did it. You know, so, yeah. Very, very poor campaign by Honduras. But Mexico, with a win, would put themselves closer to qualifying for Qatar 2022 according to how results go. So, yeah, Mexico with a +6 goal difference, a 3-0 win would take them up to +9 and take them further away from Costa Rica. See what I'm saying? Mexico, the USA, and Canada should qualify directly. In summary, and Costa Rica should clinch that playoff with Panama barely missing out, El Salvador having a stellar World Cup qualifying campaign, Jamaica and Honduras poor ones, where we expected a lot of people expected better from those teams. So, Mr. Yanni saying that's a good assessment, Dom. I agree with a 3-0 prediction. What else we got? Are you gonna do a live stream reaction or a reaction or live stream for the World Cup draw in a few days, Dom? There's a World. You see, I'm so not in touch with things right now. There's a World Cup draw the World Cup draw is coming up in a few days. Why? Why do we have a draw in a few days? Why? Why is there a draw though? See what I'm saying? Why is there a draw? Procedures for the final. See what I'm saying? Why? So let's just switch over really quick and see what's going on. Thanks for bringing that up. And procedures for the final draw for the FIFA World Cup 2022 released. Okay, final draw for FIFA World Cup Qatar will take place on April 1st in Doha. Organizing committee. Why though? We won't even know all the teams. We won't know the teams though. You see what I'm saying? So I don't see why they're doing a draw right now. FIFA Coca-Cola men's ranking published on the 31st of March will be used. So we'll see a situation where, oh man, you're going to have slash, this, that, whatever. Like a team could be in this group or that group, something like that. All right, so let's read the press release and see what's going on here. As the biggest milestone ahead of football's flagship event fast approaches, the procedures for the final draw for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 are now available. Fans and teams will find out their paths to possible glory on April 1st at the Doha Exhibition and Convention Center, at which time 29 out of 32 participants will be known. Okay. We'll have to wait for the 2 Interconfederation playoffs and 1 European playoff, right? We're going to have to wait on those. The procedures approved by the organizing committee for FIFA competitions outline that the already 28 qualified teams will be allocated according to sporting principles to pots 1 to 4 based on FIFA/Coca-Cola men's world ranking release on the 31st of March following the conclusion of the international match window. As host, Qatar will take position in A1 from pot 1, where they will be joined by the 7 highest ranked qualified teams from the FIFA/Coca-Cola men's ranking. The countries occupying positions 8 to 15 in the ranking of the qualified teams will be allocated to Part 2, while the 16 to 23rd best qualifiers will be placed in Part 3. Finally, Part 4 will include the qualified teams in positions 24 to 28 plus 3 placeholders representing the 2 winners of the Intercontinental playoffs and the remaining UEFA playoff winner. So Part 4, right? Part 4 will include qualified teams position 24 to 28 according to the FIFA rankings, right? And the other 3 according to their FIFA rankings. Some, it's I don't know, man. The Intercontinental playoffs will be contested 13th to 14th June in Qatar, with the AFC representative facing the CONMEBOL representative and the CONCACAF representative taking on the OFC representative. Per the draw held on November 26, 2021, The final team to qualify through the UEFA playoffs will also be determined in May, June international window as per the decision taken by the Bureau of FIFA Organizing Committee on the 8th of March. The draw will start with part 1 and end with part 4. Each pot will be completely emptied before moving on to the subsequent one. As per the standard draw procedure, a ball from a team pot will be drawn, followed by a ball from one of the group pots, thus determining the position in which the team will play. Teams from the same confederation will be kept apart in each of the 8 groups, with the exception of UEFA, which is represented by 13 teams. 5 out of 8 groups will therefore have 2 European teams. Okay? 5 out of 8 groups will therefore have 2 European teams. A detailed overview of the draw procedures is available here. All right, so yeah, man. Yeah, that's what it is right now. And if we click here on the draw procedures, all right, so you have the whole draw procedure here on the FIFA website. So you guys could go and check it out and you will know exactly, the match schedule. Everything is there, man. Everything you need to know is there. And I'm not going to get too much into the draw right now because, I have to take a bit of time to actually figure these things out. You see what I'm saying? But we'll know the draw on April 1st. I'm going to wait. I won't be doing a mock draw. I don't think I will be doing a mock draw for this. Might be, I can't because with the FIFA rankings coming out the last day of the month and then the next day, the draw, I can't. So April 1st will be, let me see which day that's going to be. A Friday. So great. I'll be off from work. So definitely I will be doing a draw reaction, live draw reaction at that. I have to definitely clear my schedule. I don't have anything to do on that Friday. And, that's actually 6 days from now. God damn. So we're going to take a look at the draw on that day, of course, and go into detail and everything. It'll be a fun one. It'll be a fun one. So, look, guys, what we're going to be doing right now, let's just take a quick look at what's going on in Oceania World Cup qualifiers, like briefly. Let's do that. But before we do, let me see how many likes I got on this live stream so far. In terms of likes, 34 likes, guys. You guys could do a lot better. Come on, smash up the thumbs up button for the live stream, guys. You guys could do a lot better than that. A lot better. We are closing in on 50,000 subs as well. I'm not really focused on that too much because, if all your subs really watch your videos and supported you, you'll be good. But that's just how it is on YouTube, period, though. You know what I mean? You develop, you actually gather that number over time. But I'm closing in on 50K, which will be a great achievement. Not many people, especially in the football niche, get to 50K. And as life has got more complicated with having a wife, another kid, you know what I'm saying? And just inflation, all these things taking a toll on me over time. Oh, man, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. Guys, like up the video, man. You guys could do better than that. Let's see if we could get this live stream to 50 thumbs up before the replay. That'll be awesome. And what I'm going to do right now, we're going to go over to Oceania, guys. Let's go over to Oceania and let's take a look at what we got coming up tomorrow. The reason why I'm looking at Oceania is because it's tomorrow. So when I go live again tomorrow, which I will do simply because the matches are pretty early. So maybe like around maybe 10 or maybe 9:45 or whatever, I'll go live and we might actually be congratulating some teams on qualifying for the World Cup, maybe. So we have the semifinals, one-off semifinals tomorrow. over in Oceania, where the Solomon Islands will take on Papua New Guinea and New Zealand will take on Tahiti. Look, let's just come to the conclusion that New Zealand will beat Tahiti. Okay? They will beat Tahiti. I don't see Tahiti pulling off an upset here. And I was actually looking at the record between Tahiti and New Zealand yesterday, and they recently beat Tahiti 10-0. But Tahiti also got a couple good results against New Zealand, sprinkled in here and there. So you can't really write them off 100%, but 99% New Zealand are going to win this game. 99%, you know what I'm saying? So you see what I did there? I said 100%, you can't write them off, but 99% New Zealand will win the game. So I give Tahiti a 1% chance. 1% chance of moving on from this tie. And I think that's very fair. I think that's fair. Because, come on, guys. New Zealand are the strongest team in Oceania right now. And it's going to take a very, very bad performance on the day for Tahiti to actually get the better of the All Whites. In cricket, they are the All Blacks. In football, they are the All Whites. And to mention cricket, though, big up to the West Indies cricket team for their performance in the latest test match against England, where they got the Brits reeling in the second innings. So for those of you guys who understand cricket, the West Indies team always does well against England in the Caribbean. But when they go to England, oh man, the ball swinging all over the place. They don't play very well. So New Zealand do have 2 draws against Tahiti in 2007, the last one in 2012, and won both games. So look, the last time Tahiti scored a goal against New Zealand was in 1995. In all the other games, New Zealand either won or draw. Tahiti have not scored since the 1990s. That's 27 years ago. Okay? No way they're winning this game. No way, Jose, they're winning this game. So New Zealand will move on to the final to play one of the Solomon Islands or Papua New Guinea. And that's where it's gonna get a little bit more interesting. Look, Papua, they have definitely surprised me, seeing that I predicted Fiji to move on. So Papua New Guinea is not a team I really fancied, but you got to give them the credit here. Look, for these teams in Oceania, let's just give them a round of applause, because there haven't been a lot of football in Oceania over the last 5 years, seeing that we had COVID and all of that. And, the travel, from island to island and everything, it ain't easy. And it's, but COVID really, really, really ravaged the football situation in Oceania. Look at the countries that had to pull out, Vanuatu, the Cook Islands, Tonga, so it have not been the ideal qualifiers. Look, they're playing these qualifiers in Qatar, guys. Qatar. You see what I mean? Neutral ground. So, Papua New Guinea versus Solomon Islands historically have favored the Solomon Islands. The last time these two teams played each other was in 2017. Solomon Islands won the game 2-1 and 3-2. But then again, back in 2017, the Solomon Islands were the team that played the playoff final versus New Zealand. So they were pretty good back then. I can't say the same for them this time around. But they have a very, very good record against Papua New Guinea, where Papua New Guinea have only won twice against the Solomon Islands in 15 previous games dating all the way back to 1979. And those wins came in 1979. And let me see. Well, those what you call it? Let me see something. Those losses for the Solomon Islands came in 19. Wait. Let me get this right. Those wins. I don't know why I'm confusing myself right now, but Papua New Guinea have only won twice against the Solomon Islands, with one win coming in 1981 and 2016. I don't know why I was confusing myself there, but yeah. But these island nations are very, very interesting. You look at Solomon Islands and the people, they do have naturally blonde hair, which is crazy when you think about it. If you search the Solomon Islands, you would see kids and adults with naturally blonde hair just popping up. That would be the first thing you see. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here, right? Bam. Paste and go. Images. First thing you see is the kids right here with naturally blonde hair. See what I'm saying? And guys, just for a little info, I actually, maybe I have a little bit of Solomon Islands in me, because when I was little, I had some of this blonde hair like in the front of my hair though. And I could see it in my kids. Like with Liam, he got a little bit of the tinge, like a little bit of the reddish kind of tinge hair. And both my kids, Cassidy and Melanie, got it too. So maybe I got a little lineage from the Solomon Islands. You know what I mean? Maybe. But yeah. And the thing about Papua New Guinea is the indigenous people. You know what I mean? It's just the indigenous people of these islands. These people look like they have a lineage from Africa, when you really think about it. They're black people. Let's just put it that way. Australia, the people of Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands, and a lot of those islands. See what I'm saying? And the native Indian tribes and from those countries as well. You think New Zealand, you think Fiji. You see what I'm saying? You think all these islands, man. I'm not gonna get too much into the history and demographics right now, but you do get the point. You do get the point. There's probably still tribes in Papua New Guinea who's not really conformed to modern civilization as well. So pretty interesting stuff here, man. The four corners of the world. And if you're wondering where Papua New Guinea is, guys, Solomon Islands and Papua New Guinea, you look at the map right here. Let's take a look at the map. And this is what it is. So you could see Papua New Guinea is a big island here. And I think half of it is actually part of maybe Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but they only occupy half of the island of Papua. So Papua New Guinea, you could see it's north of Australia. Australia is huge, man. God damn. You know what I'm saying? Australia is huge. So Papua New Guinea, north of Australia, Solomon Islands, east of Papua New Guinea. So you could see Solomon Islands there, group of islands, small islands, Papua New Guinea there. And you go New Zealand down to the south here, and you have a bunch of other islands all over the place. Bora Bora, god damn, that's where Bora Bora is? Out in the Pacific there. Could see a lot of other islands there. I'm not good with the geography of the Pacifics though. Seriously, I'm not that good. Not that good at all. But you could see some of the smaller islands like Guam and Micronesia. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the islands that well. The Philippine Islands, The other islands, Vanuatu, New Caledonia, Fiji is all the way over there. You know what I mean? Like, God, I really need to visit some of these islands in the future. Tonga is over there, American Samoa, Oh man, listen, Tuvalu. Let me get away from here, man. Let me really get away from here. This is making me want to go on vacation right now. Seriously, this is making me want to go on vacation. But the OFC will have one direct place in 2026, guys. 48 team World Cup in 2026. In 48 team in 2026 and one New Zealand. One nation from Oceania will qualify directly. And as we see here, we have Carl Edward is saying the Derby of Bougainville. They are going to be independent in 2027. They're still part of Papua New Guinea, but social and cultural are more related to Solomon Islands. So, yeah, these nations are close to each other. And look, even though Solomon Islands have dominated proceedings in the past, I actually think Papua New Guinea are going to link up and play New Zealand again. So I could see it being Papua New Guinea versus New Zealand, where they did meet in the group stages, where New Zealand won the game a goal to nil. For Papua New Guinea, they have only won once against New Zealand back in 1997 and have only played them 5 times. So there's a chance that Papua New Guinea could be going into the playoffs to face a team from CONCACAF. And it's very, very symbolic that we talk about Oceania and CONCACAF in the same video, seeing that both confederations will meet each other in the intercontinental playoffs. Right? Awesome. And we come full circle right there. Come full circle. So, guys, what we're going to be doing, big up to everybody in the house right about now. Did you like the video? Did you smash the thumbs up button? The last time I checked, we had 38 likes. We do have 44 now. I'm pretty sure there's 6 people in here who are yet to like the video. So, look, international friendlies. International friendlies. I need to check. International friendlies. I need to see who played who during this break. All right, let me see if I could pull up something with all the international friendlies in one area. Let me see if ESPN got that for me. All right, ESPN seems like it got it going on for me here. And we're going to pull that up and react to the international friendlies, guys. So, big up to everybody in the house right about now. Go ahead and say Dominic Rich. Yeah, Ferdinand Magellan, right? The explorer. Yeah. All right, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's look at the international friendly results here. And let's go back. Let's go back to Wednesday. Let's go back to... This is very interesting, though. This is very interesting. I won't be going... Matter of fact, I will click on some of them and see who scored and who didn't. So, we're going to have some fun right now. This is fun, right? This is very, very fun. Look, Irvin Vita is making a great point here. All the minnow islands in the Pacific, Caribbean, and micronations in Europe should have a tournament. The Minnow World Cup. They should have a Minnow World Cup, though. A Minnow World Cup should be, held. Actually, I think this is a very interesting topic. Maybe something for Football Pharaoh and I to do. A Minnow World Cup. You feel me? And see who ends up winning that one. So, yeah. Yes, Ilias. Gambia played Chad in the AFCON preliminary. There's also UEFA Nations League matches that were played. So there's a lot to talk about. I will touch on these in the near future, but not today. Not today. What I want to end today's live stream with is the international friendly. So we've been live for an hour 24 minutes. So let's land the plane with reacting to these results in the international friendlies. Laos beat Mongolia a goal to nil. Philippines lost to Malaysia 2 goals to nil. Guinea-Bissau beat Equatorial Guinea 3-0. Equatorial Guinea did well at the AFCON. Guinea-Bissau not so well. Bahrain beat India 2-1. And let me see if Sunil Chetri actually scored. All right, so Sunil Chetri didn't score. And the lineups. This I didn't realize that ESPN had all this information though. This is good. God damn. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Sandesh Jingan. Are we going to see India at the World Cup? Ever? I don't know. So, no Sunil Chetri. I think he's still part of the setup. Anirudh Thapa, these guys, you know what I mean? Little talent there. Little talent. And big up to Bahrain, though, who came close to qualifying for the World Cup twice. Trinidad and Tobago beat Bahrain. I can't remember the other country. Was it New Zealand that beat Bahrain to qualify? Can't remember exactly what happened. But let's keep it moving. Tanzania beat Central African Republic 3-1. Gibraltar and Grenada. You see, this is something that Irvin Vita is mentioning. And big up to Grenada for getting this fixture with Gibraltar. I like this. We should see this happening more often. I like this one as well. Cape Verde Islands coming up against Guadeloupe. Oh, man, I love these international friendlies. Niger and Mozambique play to a 1-1 draw here. So, Thailand beat Nepal 2-0. Benin beat Liberia 4-0. Madagascar and Afghanistan was cancelled. Armenia beat Montenegro 1-0. Maldives beat Bangladesh 2-0. Togo beat Sierra Leone 3-0. Kosovo beat Burkina Faso 5-0. It's an interesting match. Very, very interesting. I want to see some tournaments going forward, though. I really want to see like a CONMEBOL UEFA tournament going forward. You see what I'm saying? That'll be awesome. That'll be an awesome tournament. Maybe have like a 16-team tournament. 8 of the best teams from South America, the exception of Bolivia and Venezuela, coming up against 8 of the best teams in Europe. You see what I'm saying? That'll be a nice tournament, though. That tournament would garner very, very good reception and everything. That'll be a good tournament. You know, you have the Italy-Argentina match coming up sometime this year. You know, so too bad for Italy that they won't qualify for the World Cup, but that'll be a damn good tournament. See what I'm saying? And we could have like an Afro-Caribbean tournament, seeing that there's so much links in history. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Like, come on. 8 of the best teams from Africa coming up against 8 of the best teams from the CONCACAF region. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. And what else could we have? Asia versus who? Oceania? That tournament is a bit weak. But yeah, why not? Why not? Bring it on. Anyways, and they should have those tournaments all at the same time. Being played at the same time in like a summer. That'll be good. That'll be good. But let's continue. Let me stop dreaming, though. Let me stop dreaming. Let me definitely stop dreaming. Aren't the CONMEBOL nations going to the UEFA Nations League? I haven't heard about it. I haven't heard about it. If you heard about it, that's great, man. That's great. So, Serbia won, Hungary 0. Scotland won, Poland won. I knew of this one. Guatemala won, Cuba won. Every time I see Guatemala, man, I remember my Guatemalan friend, man. You know what I'm saying? From back in the days, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Uganda won. Tajikistan won. It's played yesterday. Latvia won. Kuwait won. Zambia 3. Congo 1. Comoros Islands 2. Ethiopia 1. Uzbekistan 3. Kyrgyz Republic 1. Cape Verde Islands 6, Liechtenstein 0, Norway 2, Slovakia 0, South Africa 0, Guinea 0, Malta 1, Azerbaijan 0, Greece 1, Romania 0, Luxembourg 1, Northern Ireland 3, Andorra 1, St. Kitts and Nevis 0, Georgia 1, Bosnia and Herzegovina 0. San Marino 1, Lithuania 2. At least San Marino scored. Whoa! Whoa! France 2, Ivory Coast 1. Let me see what happened here. So, alright, do not get me copyright there. Please, don't do that. Don't play enough footage. Come on. These things shouldn't play automatically. So, Nicola Pepe in the 19th minute. Olivier Giroud in the 22nd. And Aurelien Tchouameni in the 93rd to scrape the winner. And Tchouameni definitely one for the future. Monaco player there. No Benzema. Giroud called up and he scored. So, come from behind win for the French team. What happened here in terms of teams? Look, Pepe, Haller, Zaha, Kessie, Seri, Sangare, Aurier, Bailly, Boli, and Conan. Sangare in goal. Very quality lineup there by the Ivory Coast. Too bad they won't be at the World Cup. Nkunku, Giroud. It's nice to see Christopher Nkunku playing for France. Let me just put it that way. Rewarded with a great performance this season. Griezmann, who's that? Theo and Luca Hernandez in the starting lineup. Pogba, Tchouameni, Kingsley Coman, Koundé, Varane, the gift that keeps giving, and Lloris, who was on the bench. Maignan, Digne is fit again, good. Moussa Diaby, Kylian Mbappe, Areola, Kimpembe. You had Ben Yedder, Jonathan Klaus. You had Matteo Guendouzi, Adrian Rabiot, and William Saliba. William Saliba. Wow. Wow. Anyways, let's go back here. Let's go back. Let's go back and go down. All right. So, Trinidad and Tobago 9. Barbados 0. What? What? Trinidad definitely in contention to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. Their recent performances, not bad at all. St. Martin versus Bahamas, scheduled to play today at 10 p.m. That's going to kick off pretty soon under the lights. Central African Republic, Sudan, 0-0. Singapore 2, Malaysia 1. Croatia 1, Slovenia 1. Let me see who played in this game. So, again with the footage. Come on, man. Come on, ESPN. Lineups here. So, Budimir. Which Budimir is this? Who Budimir is this? Ante Budimir. Okay. So, Kramaric, Budimir, Perisic, Juranovic, Kovacic, Jakic. Jakic, a pretty new name. Modric, Jaško Vardiel, Pongracic, and Chaleta Sarr with Livakovic in goal. Livakovic recently, I think, benched, right? Recently. Lost his top spot there. So, yeah. A few new faces around the team. Croatia back at the World Cup, of course, and will look to compete once again. So, we're going to go back. We're going to definitely go back. I didn't even look at Slovenia, right? No disrespect to Slovenia, but not interested there at all. Martinique 4, Guadeloupe 0 in the derby of the French Caribbean islands there. Wow. Thriller. Angola 3, Guinea-Bissau 2, Bahrain 1, Burundi 0. That's a weird one. Finland 1, Iceland 1. Belarus 3, India 0. Niger 1, Libya 2, Tanzania 0, Botswana cancelled. Gibraltar 0, Faroe Islands 0. Republic of Ireland 2, Belgium 2. England 2, Switzerland 1. Let me see this game. Come on, man. Harry Kane and Luke Shaw with the goals. Braille Mbolo open the scoring. The lineups here for England. I must congratulate Kyle Walker-Peters. Kyle Walker-Peters for starting. I think he got called up in place of Trent, who got injured. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, right? Let me tell you what's crazy about this whole thing with people thinking I don't like Trent Alexander-Arnold, right? I criticize him. I said that he doesn't get picked for England. Well, he doesn't get a start for England, the Liverpool fans bounce back and say that, haha, Trent Alexander-Arnold gets called up and Kyle Walker doesn't get called up, right? Boo, 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 dumb. And then Trent goes and get injured. See? You see? Kyle Walker-Peters gets called up in his place, it seems, and he starts the game. So congratulations to him. England debut for the stellar performances this season. Mark Guehi, England debut as well. Big up to him. You had Mount, Foden, Gallagher, Henderson in the team, Cody, and Ben White. Imagine a team like this. England could put out a team like this and still beat Switzerland, who qualified for the World Cup, and put out a strong 11. You feel me? Well done, well done. Declan Rice off the bench. Tyreek Mitchell being awarded with an international debut as well. So good on Southgate, man. Ollie Watkins, not really in form. Jack Grealish, Jude Bellingham came off the bench. Fraser Forster made the squad. God damn. Congratulations to him. Congrats. Indeed. Harry Maguire benched. So we're not going to go too much into that one. But England qualified for the World Cup. Switzerland qualified for the World Cup ahead of Italy, of course. So we scroll down to the bottom here and we have some more games to look at. There, Qatar 2, Bulgaria 1. We have Spain 2, Albania 1. I'm not looking into these games right now. Mauritania 2, Mozambique 1. Germany 2, Israel 0. Netherlands 4, Denmark 2. Christian Eriksen back in the Danish national team. Congrats to him. And we have games coming up tomorrow between Laos and Brunei. Brunei, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Asian country. Sierra Leone, Liberia, Thailand, Suriname. Ooh. Zambia, Benin, Guatemala versus Haiti. And we got a lot more coming up next week. Guys, remind me to actually take a look at this. South Africa play France. It's a nice one. Turkey play Italy. Oh, what a bummer. Both teams eliminated. Wales versus the Czech Republic. When is these games coming up? March the 29th. Wales play the Czech Republic because their playoff match against Scotland or Ukraine will be later on in June. So that's what's up there. That's what's up. So I'm pretty sure we hit 50 thumbs up, right? I'm pretty sure, right? We have, right? We have we? Have we? No, we need 4 more. Guys, smash up the thumbs up button for the live stream, man. Look, we got some time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a look at the AFCON qualifiers. AFCON qualifiers, man. AFCON qualifiers for 2023 is actually going on right now. Let's take a look at that. You know what I'm saying? We got some time, and I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'll do it later, and I end up never doing it. So this is what's going on in AFCON qualifiers for the AFCON in 2023. Back-to-back AFCONs. Awesome, man. Big up to everybody in the stream. Once again, big up to Kevin, Goran, Michael Olopito in the house. We have Bethel in here, Mr. Hadi, Ravi, Dark Horse in the house, AJ Messi, everybody, man. LFC a Delight, Mr. Yon, Shadrach Dorsey, Mr. Topu, everybody in the house. Thanks, man. You guys are the real deal, man. Thank you very, very much for tuning in to yet another live stream. Back-to-back live streams yesterday and today. God damn, Dom, you're doing a goddamn thing. And we have hit 50 thumbs up. What an achievement, man. What an achievement. So, look, let's take a look at this, man. African Cup of Nations for 2023 preliminary. Eritrea versus Botswana, cancelled. Then we had Seychelles coming up against Lesotho, 0-0. Djibouti 2, South Sudan 4. Somalia nil, Eswatini 3, Chad nil, Gambia 1. Let me see who scored in this game. Boubacar Chawali scored the game's only goal in the 89th minute from the penalty spot. So congrats to Gambia there for winning the first leg that was played on March the 23rd. Sao Tome and Principe 1, Mauritius nil. We have second legs coming up tomorrow. Mauritius play Sao Tome and Principe. South Sudan play Djibouti. Eswatini play Somalia. I said Djibouti 2, South Sudan 4. Did I mention that one? Yeah. Then Eswatini play Somalia. Lesotho play Seychelles. Botswana, Eritrea cancelled, of course. And Gambia will play Chad. So I don't know if both teams are eliminated. Let me just click the news and see what's going on. Nothing there. But these are preliminaries. These are definitely preliminary rounds before the group stages of the 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Okay? We recently had the AFCON. Senegal won it. Egypt came in second. We had Cameroon coming in third. And Burkina Faso placing fourth, right? That was Burkina Faso placing fourth, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So that's what's up. That's what's up there. We also have one more thing to take a look at, and that's the UEFA Nations League. I saw some UEFA Nations League matches. So let me see if I was right when it comes to that. So UEFA Nations League. Yeah, definitely had some games in the UEFA Nations League. Let's take a look at that. So big up to everybody who stuck around and you're still interested in this. So look, fixtures and results here. I think it's League D. We might have some League D games. Oh, so we had some playouts. Playouts first leg, where we have Estonia versus Cyprus finishing 0-0. Kazakhstan beating Moldova 2-1. Playouts second leg is coming up as well. So that's what we had in the UEFA Nations League. So in terms of the playouts, right? Let's take a look at the groups. The playouts have to be down here. Let me see. Yeah. The playouts is having to do with these teams from League C. So I think it will determine who goes down into League D. I think that's what it is. So latest. Let's click the latest and find out some more. So Nations League playouts, highlights. The two-legged UEFA Nations League playouts will conclude on Tuesday, the 29th of March. Kazakhstan are defending a 2-1 lead against Moldova, while it is goalless between Cyprus and Estonia, as the first UEFA Nations League playouts conclude on Tuesday, March the 29th. What are the playouts? As League C has 4 groups, while League D only has 2, the 2 League C teams to be relegated will be determined by two-legged playouts. The Faroe Islands and Gibraltar have already been promoted from League D to League C. The playout fixtures were determined by overall ranking of the 4 teams finishing bottom of their League C groups. The first-ranked team, Kazakhstan, plays the 4th-ranked team, Moldova, while second Cyprus plays 3rd, Estonia. The teams ranked 1st and 2nd are playing the second legs at home. Nations League playout fixtures, I just talked about that. Moldova lost to Kazakhstan. Estonia and Cyprus poised 0-0. The losing teams will go down to League D, while the winning teams will remain in League C. Okay, so remember the Nations League. It's a tournament that was put in place to eliminate meaningless friendlies. But the crazy thing is, in the current month of March, we do have a lot of meaningless friendlies going on. But with that being said, it's good to see some meaningless friendlies from time to time, right? Yeah, you're still gonna have meaningless friendlies, man. So, yeah, yeah, that's what's up. 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 So that's pretty much covers it, guys. Tomorrow we are gonna have games in CONCACAF. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a video after the games are concluded, talking about the CONCACAF matches and put that one out. I'm either gonna do that, or yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll put out a separate video, 35 minutes or so, on the CONCACAF matches, like right after the games are done. So put that one out, and then, oh, you know what? I might actually just go live, react to the CONCACAF games, right? And then, maybe I just do CONCACAF, because we don't have anything on Monday. I don't think we have anything on Monday. So I might just do CONCACAF tomorrow to be light, to just have a light day. And then on Monday, we could actually do the heavier stuff. Or maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, man. I'll make up my mind. So Jan is saying, with everything going on in the country right now, I will be thrilled if they qualify. Ukraine, I mean. But I also would like to see Scotland versus Wales. That's the thing. I would love that. I would love that. You see what I mean? So we got some big games coming up in Africa, where we have the second leg between Senegal and Egypt, where Egypt hold a 1-0 lead. Morocco will host the DR Congo, where that tie is poised 1-1. Nigeria will play against Ghana, where that one is locked 0-0. And Tunisia will host Mali, where they do have a 1-0 lead in the tie. Guys, are we going to have any twists and turns in Africa? Let's wait and see. In Europe, we also have the big final between Sweden and Poland. We do have the final between Portugal and Macedonia. While for Wales, they await one of Scotland or Ukraine. In Asia, we got some big games coming up as well. Well, maybe just a few big games, but to determine the positions in the group. But it's going to be interesting to see who gets the playoff spot over in Group A, whether it's the UAE, whether it's going to be Iraq, or maybe Lebanon. But I think it's between Iraq or the UAE. Japan, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, and of course Iraq. Iran have qualified for the World Cup already. And in South America, let's not forget South America, we have high stakes games coming up as well. And I'm doing all this off the top, you know, guys. I'm not even looking at anything right now. Everything I just talked about is off the top, man. Is off the top, off the dome. You feel me? Freestyling it. Freestyling it. I don't remember the fixtures in CONMEBOL, so I'll have to actually pull that one up. No, definitely. I know Uruguay will be playing Chile for sure. And we have some big games, man. Colombia will be taking on Venezuela. Chile play Uruguay. Bolivia face Brazil. Ecuador versus Argentina. And Peru versus Paraguay. So the big games to keep an eye on are the matches between Peru and Paraguay. A win for Peru would take them into the playoffs for sure, without a doubt. A draw would make things a little bit tricky. That would take them up to 22 points, and they will need Colombia to draw against Venezuela and Chile to actually lose or draw or even a win. A little win. No, a win. A win and a Peru draw would actually put Chile ahead of them. So Chile, Colombia, and Peru could still qualify. But I don't know if Chile is going to... I don't know, man. Look, it's on home soil. Anything could happen against Uruguay. Seeing that Uruguay already qualified. So Chile will be hoping that Peru draw. They'll be hoping that Paraguay do the business like they did against Ecuador. But again, Peru are on home soil. So Peru got it going for them. Chile got it going for them. Venezuela versus Colombia, that one could go anyway, but expect Colombia to win that game. But with Colombia winning and Peru winning means that Peru would clinch fifth to go into the intercontinental playoff to play a team from Asia. So, yeah. But what we know for sure, we will be seeing either Peru, Colombia, Chile, one of these teams versus Australia, Iraq, or the UAE. That's what it's looking like. So that's pretty much wrap things up in terms of the qualifiers there. So we've been live for our 50 minutes. I'd like to take the time to thank everybody in here. Nicholas Bauer says Peru will get it. Sarab Kumar, Peru were robbed. Yeah, I watched the game, guys. The thing about the games, right? I watched the game, but you know when you watch a game but you don't really watch a game? You feel me? Because there were a couple games playing at the same time. So I didn't go into all the intricacies when it comes to the matches. But if you guys feel like Peru are robbed, that's how you feel. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying that, but sometimes you have to overcome the odds. And they surely didn't do it on the night. They didn't. But guys, look, this is where I'm going to land the plane right about now. World Cup qualifiers is, one of my favorite topics. And I've been doing this from God knows when. I didn't do CONMEBOL in the earlier stages, but all the other ones, I did so. And I'd like to take the time to big up to John Burns for dropping a super chat here. Go, North Macedonia. Win and help Canada make it into part 3. Hi, Dominic. 2 losses for the USA and they go into part 4. Oh, man. Yeah. Look. For those of you guys watching the replay, man, thank you very much for tuning in to another live streams. I don't know when this little kid went to sleep, though. He's still sleeping. He's been sleeping for a while because we were in the couch chilling. I'm trying to get him to watch more, movies and things like that. I had Despicable Me, the first one playing. He was watching it, and then I think I fell asleep, and that one finished, and I actually put on Shrek, and that one finished, and I woke up with him sleeping on me, and I was like, I don't even know when he went to sleep, but I guess he's been sleeping for a while. He's been tired. You know what I mean? And he's been quiet, all the live stream, man. Thank you very much, Liam. Appreciate it. So, look, guys, I will talk the other confederations and give my verdict on those maybe tomorrow or Monday. I think I'm going to save it for Monday night, though. As much as I would like to put things out and have replay value, I really, these days I'm really strapped for time, though. And the fact that my laptop broke, it still works. I have it hooked up to the TV, but I can't carry it out on the road. And if I could have carried the laptop out on the road, it would have been easier for me to download the live stream, make the predictions in the live stream, chop it up, and put it out while, I'm out. But I'm really strapped for time these days. So, thank you very much for tuning in to yet another one, guys. I'm about to go. I know. I'm about to go, but it's been a good one, man. Remember, road to 50K is in full effect. We're closing in. We should do it pretty soon, Whenever we get there, we get there. But it's been a great journey, man, doing this YouTube thing. I met a lot of cool people, and it's just good to talk football, man. It's just good. I'm not really putting pressure on myself in terms of whether the numbers are high or whether I just want to talk football. I just want to show up. I just want to continue being passionate. I'm not getting in my head too much. I'm not overthinking things. You see, I'm just being me. Okay? So, guys, thanks again for tuning in to yet another one of my boy Dominic Rich. Like the video if you have yet done so. Thank you for Mr. Yarn for becoming a new member. Thanks for all the members who have popped up today. All the people who super chatted. It's been a fun one. It's been great. CONCACAF World Cup qualifier match day 13 predictions and more with your one and only Dominic Rich. So, look, just to adjust this comment, John Burns say, Dom, you make a very good matches for your kid. Yeah, man, he doesn't really sleep that well by himself, seeing that he's his mom's only kid, and, you know, he loves to sleep on me. He sleeps for a very long time if he's sleeping on me. Hence, very good Tempur-Pedic mattress, Dom-Pedic. So, guys, thanks again, and until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.